Alex Wallace here from Wallace Training Systems, and today I'm going to show you a full upper body workout that you can do from home, and the only thing required is some dumbbells. To start it off, we are going to hit the shoulders, the triceps, and even the upper chest a little bit with a dumbbell overhead press. All right, so the first exercise we're going to look at is the overhead press. So the overhead press is often done incorrectly. I have 20-pound dumbbells, 30-pound dumbbells, and 40-pound dumbbells. You might not have that many. You might have a lot more. My advice is if you don't have as many, then just do everything 1 or 2 reps shy of failure. I understand that's less than ideal, but at the same time, it's better than not doing any exercise at all. For me, I'm gonna use these 40s. I'm gonna show you exactly how I like to set it up. Because people will do a real short range of motion here. But what I encourage people to do is actually bring the dumbbells a little more neutral in front and then press it up and back a little bit. This is gonna more closely replicate a barbell overhead press when you're actually allowed back into the gym and you can use a barbell. But not only that, it takes a lot of pressure off the shoulders and it allows for a nice full range of motion, even hitting the upper chest a little bit when you bring it down low and a little bit in front of you. So that's how I'm gonna encourage people to do it. And I'll bring it 1 or 2 reps shy of failure. She loves your shit, man. She probably smells like dead stuff. The second exercise is for the muscles in your upper back, predominantly your lats, and we're gonna do a dumbbell row. The dumbbell row, you can either stagger your stance or you can take a square stance. I prefer a staggered stance, but again, that's all preference. Make sure your back stays flat. And this is the biggest error I see. Oftentimes when somebody does a dumbbell row, they just pull it up to their shoulder. When in reality, that's hitting, yeah, it's hitting your upper back a little bit, but it's also hitting a lot of biceps. So instead, you wanna pull this more towards your hip. So I'm not dragging it up to my shoulder. I come here and I think about pulling it towards my hip. This makes a huge difference. You'll feel it way more in your upper back hitting it like this. Again, this is wrong. This is all biceps and rear delt. You wanna get the lats involved. You want to pull this thing towards your hip. So make sure you get both sides. You might be wondering how many reps to get here. Again, you can go 1 or 2 reps shy of failure, but if it feels like it's taking too long, you don't want to be rowing all day. Another thing you can do is just do 1 or 2 additional reps over your pressing movement. Again, 1 or 2 reps over your pressing movements. Let's say I got 15 reps with the overhead press, 16, 17 reps with the row. It's really gonna help balance out your shoulders. Last but not least, we're gonna hit some accessory work. So we've already hit the prime muscles, namely shoulders, a little bit of chest and triceps, and a lot of muscles in the upper back. The rest of it is just the icing on the cake. The next thing we're gonna take a look at is something for the biceps. We all know the dumbbell curl. We've seen it, we've showed it, you've probably done it. So instead, we're gonna look at something a little bit different, add a little novelty to your program, to your home workouts. We're gonna do a preacher curl. Preacher curl, all you need is the edge of some sort of seat, preferably something comfortable. This preacher curl, basically what you wanna do is put your armpit right over top of the back of your chair. You hang on to a dumbbell and then you curl up. It's a lot harder to cheat and it makes it way more difficult, adds a little bit of novelty to your program. Again, 1 or 2 reps shy of failure. Start with your weak arm, that way you can get the equal amount of reps on your strong arm. Yeah, and like a little bit like King Jeff, whenever.
You're rolling.
Cool. So we've hit the shoulders, we've hit the upper back, we've hit the buys. Now we're gonna take a look at the tries. This is something I see done incorrectly all the time. So today, we're gonna show you the right way to do a kickback. All you need to do is find something you can lean against, anything that's stationary. For me, I'm just gonna pick the edge of this chair. I'm gonna grab my dumbbell. I'm starting with my elbow above the plane of my back. So I see a lot of people do it like this. You're really getting nothing done. Instead, elbow higher than the plane of your back, and all you have to do is straighten your arm. So notice my elbow isn't moving much. What is moving is my forearm. There's a world of difference between coming here and coming way down here. This, you're getting nothing out of it. This, much, much harder. It's a subtle difference, but it makes all the difference for the kickback. If you've made it this far in the video, make sure you like the video. If you like our content, make sure you subscribe. Last but not least, we're gonna hit the shoulders, and we're gonna do that with a seated lateral raise. The reason I encourage you to do it seated is because it's a lot harder to use body language to get the weights moving. You wanna focus on your muscles, not just completing the movement here. So check it out. You don't wanna be sitting in a seat that has arms because you won't be able to do this. I chose to just sit at the edge of a table. Anything, any place that you can sit that doesn't have arms, you can complete this exercise. So you bring it down to the side and you bring your elbows up. So it's less about the height of the weights. Check this out. This is incorrect. It's less about the height of the weights, more about the height of your elbows. So I just try to bring my elbows in line with my shoulders, and that's a good and complete rep. So that's the entire workout, and all you needed was a pair of dumbbells in order to do it. Remember, the more dumbbells you have, obviously you can scale the difficulty, but if you don't have that, just try to take it 1 or 2 reps away from failure. If you don't have any dumbbells and you don't have any equipment, we've already made that video for you, and I will link it at the end. Additionally, if you need a little more guidance on how to structure your home workout, we've also made that video for you, and I'll link that video at the end as well. So again, if you like it, don't forget to like it. If you like our content, make sure you subscribe. I'm Alex Wallace from Wallace Training Systems, and thanks for watching.